Hi guys, my name is Nathan Ruhiga. I am team leader for the youth initiative, Youth Against Poverty. What we are trying to accomplish is we are trying to raise money to have donors, well-wishers support us in raising money for the acquisition of working tractors. Why? Because we are trying to mechanize agriculture, because up until now most of our agriculture is still subsistence, and yet over 80% of our people live in rural areas and are directly engaged in agriculture. So it is rural households that are manning the industry, but they are having a huge challenge in terms of land preparation, because they're still using the sticks, the hand hoe. So as a youth initiative, we are trying to create jobs, because many youth right now are jobless. In Uganda right now, unemployment rate is over 60%, and yet we are the youngest population in the world. Uganda, if you go online, you'll discover that Uganda has the youngest population in the world. A biggest percentage of our population are youth. So most of the youth have shunned agriculture, and yet they are jobless. The reason they have shunned it is because it doesn't make business sense for somebody to hire half an acre and takes over a month trying to dig up the land, and they get shallow plowing and they end up growing crops on poorly prepared land. So we believe that at least we may not mechanize, but we can semi-mechanize. So we may not get the tractors, but at least we can get a working tractor, which is very agile and relatively affordable. Now, our government has not been helpful in this area. Even our GDP annually, only a tiny bit is allocated to agriculture. So we are saying we're not going to sit and cry ourselves to sleep, but we are moving as youth. We're not going to wait for the government to see the light. We want to move as the youth group and try to be a catalyst. So we're not saying we are going to raise the money to transform agriculture in the country, but the little that we can do can be a catalyst. So we are aiming at initially raising 28 working tractors. We have 112 districts, so the vision or the dream is to have at least one working tractor in a district, but we are saying let's start with a quarter of that, and a quarter of that is 28. So we are saying this can be a catalyst. If maybe some other organization or the government can see this, probably it can stimulate more interest, and then more people will take up the challenge. But this, in our view, is the only way that agriculture can start to modernize, because we have many more challenges like lack of inputs. The government does not subsidize inputs, which are still very expensive, like fertilizers and pesticides, or even improved seed. But we feel the very foundation is in mechanizing land preparation. That is the very foundation. Then if that is achieved, then you can talk of, say, irrigation technologies. But for now, we cannot talk of any modernization if we are still using sticks to try and open up land. So I'm appealing to well-wishers, donor groups, crowdfunding agencies, whatever you can do to help us. Anything, no contribution is too small. So I'm appealing to you worldwide. This is a global appeal, because we are all citizens of Earth. So we are not afraid to share our vision with anybody, because you never know who may come to partner with us or to help us. So check out our fundraiser, the details are there, and I hope, again, so hope that we shall have some partners to help us steer this vision forward. Thank you very much. This is Nathan in Uganda.